Hey everyone, welcome back to my disaster of an office. It's me, Pacific, and today I want to talk about basically 7 years on YouTube. Now, I missed the actual day. The day's July 2nd. That's my channel's birthday. I actually started a channel before this. That's birthday's June 2nd, but I don't really care about that channel too much. I mean, it's kind of cool to see my old videos, but I don't know. But today I want to talk about what I learned, from years 6 to 7, what I've learned over 7 years in YouTube. I mean, there's a lot of info that's kind of stuck up here that gets shuffled around and just exploded everywhere. So this year, I didn't do a lot with my own YouTube content, and that's very important. It's my own. I really didn't do anything. I made, a lot of humankind videos, and I really upped the editing game, which made me a lot happier. And I think that trying to make a little bit more quote unquote high quality videos opened the door for me to learn a different way of editing videos, if you know what I mean. Because before, I would make tutorials, and I really wouldn't edit the tutorials. I might make like an Oblivion build and show like the picture and the information on the screen, but I really wouldn't do a lot of editing to tutorials. And entertainment videos, videos that are supposed to be funny, Let's Plays, I would edit those, or YouTube Shorts, I edit those. But I really started trying to edit YouTube tutorials, and I think if I ever went back to tutorials, I would take that kind of longer editing style and apply it to it. And with the Humankind videos, I also created a form of scripting that makes sense to me. So for most of my videos on this channel, I've never actually written a single word for a script. I would write the title of the video down, and then basically sit down, look at the title, be like, oh, okay, and then record the video. I might, if it's an Oblivion build or a tutorial where you have to create a character with a specific weapon, I might write that down, but the actual explanation of how it's used, I never did it because my videos really never required it. And with Humankind, because there is so much data and so much that I discovered that you could do to the tutorial, right? There's a lot of information in that game, a lot of numbers, a lot of weird things going on that I really had the opportunity to try to make a more detailed tutorial where I take all this information. It'd take me, one of those 10-minute videos, by the way, would take me about 8 hours of work to do, okay? Where I'd take all the information, I'd boil it all down, figure out the strategies, I'd play the game, because at the same time I was making a video, I would also live stream. So I was making a video about farming in Humankind, right? So then while I was kind of recording and scripting and editing that video, I also was live streaming a game where I played and I just focused on farming. And honestly, those tutorials for that game, I'm really proud of them because it's a game that it's not very popular right now, I'm going to be honest, because it just doesn't do it for a lot of people, and that's okay. But it's a game where I feel like I helped out by making those tutorials, and I'm really happy with how all of them turned out. I'm happy that I got some YouTube Shorts out of it, and I just thought the experience of making those kinds of videos was really awesome because it opened me up to using editing, inserting funny things into tutorials, inserting supporting images or supporting text or this, that, or the other, and, tailoring the editing to it. If I talked about a specific farm upgrade, I would add in a clip about that specific farm upgrade. And then I did that with Age of Empires. And Age of Empires 4, I branched out on content. I made funny, hyper-edited shorts. Now, Age of Empires 4, what you have to understand about why it's so hard to make YouTube shorts and TikToks out of that game, is that it's a strategy game. So a lot of my YouTube shorts clips are 10, 15-minute clips cut all the way down to 1 minute, and that can be very difficult. When I was posting YouTube shorts for Age of Empires, you can put on different search filters on YouTube, right? I would post a YouTube short on Age of Empires, and I would look up Age of Empires 4 and filter to shorts. On this freaking website, there was a total, and 2 of them were mine, of 5 YouTube shorts on Age of Empires 4. I posted 40% of the YouTube shorts that week. That's how little people were making YouTube shorts, and basically every one of them, for the most part, popped off, which was really cool. Not only that, I made a video that I've wanted to make for a very, very long time, probably since I started this channel, which was it was going to be about Age of Empires 2 and 3, but Age of Empires is a very game that's near and dear to my heart because I played it a lot with my brother. And I made this video called How Not to Suck at Age of Empires 4, and I did a lot of research for the thumbnail. I don't do a lot of thumbnail research, but I did a lot of research to try to figure out what I wanted, right? And I was like, well, noobs usually fight armies. They'd never have enough soldiers to fight armies. It helped because I was playing with my friends who were complete noobs. And so I put together this thumbnail where there's just a guy on a horse who's like, oh fuck, and then there's like a bunch of enemy horses coming after him, and then I made the tutorial and I played a game and recorded specific footage for each point in the video about, like, you know, recruit villagers and don't do this, and then there was actual like footage that was directly the thing I was talking about. That's probably my favorite tutorial I've made on this channel. That and the hunting video for Humankind, because I actually had someone on Reddit. I would take my Humankind scripts and I would write my scripts in a way that made sense if you were reading like a document or a how-to tutorial. I would take my Humankind scripts and turn them into a Reddit post, which brought a ton of traffic to my videos. It probably was half my traffic for Humankind was I would write the script and then say, hey, if you want the video, I linked it down below. But this information is the same exact in the video. You're not going to get anything out of the video because I just wrote my scripts that way. So if I ever want to do scripted content again, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write it in a way that makes sense on a Reddit post. And it's all there, right? All you have to do is like copy, paste, maybe spend a couple minutes kind of rewriting some stuff to make it make more sense, or maybe writing a little tiny intro. But you're good to go. Now, I did edit a lot for other people, and I'm going to make a separate video on this topic. But genuinely, editing for other people and editing for genres outside of your favorite genre, so my favorite genre is gaming, obviously, it helps you learn faster. And I did a lot of that today. I actually found someone while I was trying to do all this eSports stuff. With the eSports stuff, I was basically like a content person who would like look at people and tell them basically like, hey, you need to do this better. And I met a lot of people through content creation, through the eSports stuff. But I want to briefly talk about my freelancing work because it's not a lot, but I basically found someone who's a social media manager who finds clients. And so now we can package ourselves as a social media manager video editor combo. And we found a couple clients that I would have never worked for in the past because they were definitely not, you know, tweeting out looking for video editor, which I find most people. And the experience was I learned so much about different rabbit holes, different niches, different people to work for, I work for a group of people that post content. They want like 5 TikToks a week at some point and a couple long form videos. And it was like, I think there's like about 20 people officially, you know, working on the project. So it's pretty cool because I have all these different perspectives. I have all these different people. And I just learned super fast about different forms of content and making it entertaining. So now with esports, I made a lot of friends in content creation, right? People that are small that just, you know, do this on the side. I've met a couple people that do it full time. And I even messaged one of them about live streaming. He was a full-time streamer. And I'm like, hey, so I have this streaming question. So I sent him a streaming question and he answered it and he's like, do this. And I was like, got it. You know, and, you know, I met people like that and saw how they thought, saw how brand new content creators in the space changed. It's a lot different from when I started. From when I started in 2015, there was a lot less focus on, you know, it's my personal brand. I need to do this. And basically 99% of the reason why people started a YouTube channel was to do it full time and make money. Now I see less of that and more like I need almost a lot of people feeling like they need to do it because it's their personal brand, and if they want to be a gamer, they need to have a YouTube channel as well, which actually kind of makes sense because like a lot of these top gamers in esports, they play the game like fucking 10, 12 hours a day. If you can't do that, you're not going to be a top gamer unless you're gifted, you know? It just sucks. And then I learned a lot about running stuff, and I think throughout this entire year, I've really realized that for myself, there's very select few people that I want to work with, right? And I don't want to deal with a lot of the clientele I dealt with in the past who would just send me a video, say, I don't know, figure it out, or they wouldn't pay me to figure it out. So, you know, they didn't know what they were doing. They were hobby people. They have no idea what an analytic is, you know. I just had a client recently send me the YouTube audience retention numbers without me asking. I'm like, that's amazing. Oh my God, that's amazing. I have so much, like, when he did that, I was like, yes, yes, oh my God, yes. I need that I need information on how my videos are doing, right? And generally, I'm just getting to a spot where I want to do things my way. You know, I am tired of people, they don't want me to just cut content for them, which is taking a stream, cutting it down. And they also don't want to pay for like all the editing, so I can't go 100% on a video. I'm done dealing with that. All right? There's like a person that I do that for, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And now I'm dealing with people who they either like pay for the bare minimum, right? Or they pay for the maximum, and either way, we're happy with what we're getting, so problem solved. And now I have time to focus on my own content, which I want to do a lot more. If you watched my previous video where I'm coming back, I'm going to be making either 2 or 3 YouTube channels. It really depends on how I feel, how much content I want to make, what I want to make videos on. And I really just kind of want to start getting back into the groove of things and really like just do it, right? That's what I told people when I taught martial arts. I was like, the hardest thing, guys, is you have all these goals, right? They tell you, make a goal. That's like the number one advice. Is like, make a goal, right? So if you ever walk into a martial arts studio, the default goal is to get a black belt, right? And I would tell people, you have this goal, which is fine, but you're not consistently coming to your class. So like, before you even have a goal, you need to consistently come to your martial arts class, and then it basically opens up the options like a video game character. Your objective is to like consistently go to class, and then you level up, and okay, now you've unlocked the option of setting a goal for yourself, right? That's kind of how it is. It's the same way with YouTube, right? And I really just want to get in the habit of doing stuff because I enjoy making videos, and my friends started to want to get into videos, and it's like, okay, now we can kind of make videos with multiple people in them, right? Which I don't even know what we do, maybe live streams. And I just want to make content that I enjoy, and I don't really care if I explode or not, because I know a lot about YouTube, and I can safely say that it would be cool if I was like a superstar, right? Tens of millions of followers, Markiplier, a MatPat, a Jacksepticeye, right? PewDiePie. Because then you have a lot more freedom when it comes to content. When you're just starting out like me, you also have freedom, right? When you're in that middle, like 100,000 subscribers to maybe 1 or 2 million subscribers, it is very hard to not make what the audience wants. It is extremely hard. It's extremely rocky. It's extremely stressful. And it's hard to make it work. Like it's almost like you've achieved the first mission of getting to become a full-time content creator, and all of a sudden a million issues get piled on your shoulders that you had no idea you had to deal with. And I would rather this not be my main income source. I have a job now, like a normal job, where I fix maintenance stuff. And the job, even though it doesn't pay a lot, it has a lot of freedoms with it. And I get to work with my friend a lot. And I'm learning a lot of stuff. And I have doors that are being opened for me in that realm if I so want to continue. And it's just a great job. And it's like, I enjoy that because I'm creating myself to be a valuable employee, so I just can't be fired. Like on YouTube, they just decide, oh, your channel's deleted, fuck you. Right? And so it's going to be less stressful, which ultimately, if it's not as stressful when I make a video, it's going to come out better. So that's the deal. That's pretty much all I wanted to say for this video. I'm glad you guys stuck around. I'm glad, I can make videos for everyone, and just probably going to do more live streaming. I want to try to make more content that's personalized for the community that watches me, because I feel like I don't do that enough. I'm never going to feel like I ever do that enough. But the more the merrier, right? So anyways, I'm Pacific. It's been another video. I don't know why I do this. In the disaster of an office, and I will see you in the next one.